Hello and welcome to your March 2017 new moon reading here with Red Earth Goddess. I'm so excited, okay, because this new moon is in Aries, okay? Aries, Libra, planetary influence, okay? So whenever there's a new moon or full moon reading, it's usually whatever the sign is in. So now we've finally entered Aries. And then it goes by the polar opposite. So when we look at the wheel in astrology, you'll be able to see, for example, on the wheel, there will be, let's say, Aries, right? So when you look at the wheel, let's say Libra should probably be going down. So this way or whichever way, depending on how you view it, you'll see that you can actually pair it, like, put a line through. So that's its polar opposite, okay? So they're literally on the same line, and therefore each sign is influencing the other. The polar opposite sign is influencing the other. So if it helps during this process, look into Aries traits as well as Libra traits, as well as how this is this planetary influence for you, this moon influence for you, which does lead up to the full moon that will be happening in April 2017, is influencing you. It also helps to know if you have an Aries, like moon, sun, or rising, or anywhere in your birth chart where there is an Aries influence, okay? So if your 7th house, your Venus, your Mars, your north node or your south node, find out where it's at, okay? Find out what house it's in, because, you know, if you're an Aries moon or an Aries sun, it's going to be very different than if you find out that you have a Venus in Aries, or if your north node is in Aries. So I highly suggest, if you're not aware, if you can't find any free websites, to find out your birth chart, if you're not aware, I highly suggest you look into an astrologer, a well-known astrologer. And when I say well-known, I mean that has, you know, good credit with looking into birth charts, okay? So before we get the reading started, I'm going to be doing the Oracle and Tarot reading, the Gospel of Aradia and the Babylonian Tarot. I myself have Venus in Aries, as well as my north node is in Aries, okay? So this time right now is huge, very vital and very huge. So for the people that have really been working behind the scenes, your life purpose is now getting out there and getting recognition for what it is that you've been doing behind the scenes, okay? So that was just a little bit of the astrological part. Let's get on with the reading. So this is the Gospel of Aradia that we're going to be doing the Oracle reading on. So kindly asking for protection for all of us here on our channel watching, and for everybody on the globe. Protecting our north, south, east, west, from our root to our crown chakras. What messages? Ooh, okay. The masculine. Wow, that's incredible. Aries is ruled by a very masculine force, the planet Mars. Mars was always considered to be a military, you know, a very forceful, fiery, military, commanding, masculine energy. Okay, so, and that doesn't really matter if you're a man or a woman. Influences are influences. You know, whether you look into the planetary influences of things, or, you know, whether you don't really care, but you're into mythologies, or you're just somebody who's really interested in learning about these things. Aries is a very head oriented, like the bull, very into the head. head is very big. As well as the feet, okay? The feet, if you look at there are different types of rams, there are different types of, you know, like the ibex, or like I said, there's different rams that, you know, they're incredible with standing their ground, you know, on near mountains, okay? For example, the Armenian culture, a very mountainous region. A lot of our tribal and ethnic dances, a lot of the shamans that our culture has still preserved are ram dances, okay? And these ram dances have incorporated a lot of that head butting and dances with the feet, because being able to stand on your feet and to survival instincts is very big with the ram. Survival instincts is very big with Aries. Survival instincts is very big with the masculine Mars energy. Yeah, so also like orange, working with the color orange, red, yellow, and these chakras are vital at this time. That's just the messages that are coming through. Okay. All right. The next card, blood. Okay, within the last, I don't know, well, actually since the beginning, but I've been receiving a lot of messages from people from all walks of life, from all cultures around the world, that have resonate with speaking up on behalf of what has been done to their culture, how a lot of their culture has been misrepresented in history or have been on the verge of extinction, and there are people watching me who feel the need and that they have a calling, and that is to speak up and to educate and spread awareness on what has happened to their culture or their ancestors or their family line, okay? Again, this is all the influences taking place during this time. Libra, which is its polar opposite, is all about balance, working with a person who understands and accepts where it is that you're coming from and where it is that you'd like to go. So partnerships, it's like, you know, the balance scale. Being able to balance what it is that you want to do and how to bring it forth with the right people, bringing on with the correct language. We don't want to rub people the wrong way or misrepresent ourselves, or, you know, get into the certain organizations that really don't understand where we are coming from. So it's very important that you do research during this time, or you do connect with people who do know where you're coming from, and to study where it is that, you know, what it is that they're all about. Are they just all about supporting their cause or supporting their culture, or are they more open to, you know, having all walks of life, all cultures, or all backgrounds come together and everybody spread their awareness or knowledge to other people, if that makes any sense, okay? The beautiful thing is, the next card that came up is union. So this is a partnership. And like I said, Libra is that partnership. Everything Libra does better with another person, okay? But because we are in the Aries, we're not literally in the Libra. Well, we are, but it, you know, now we are in spring, and it's the Aries, you know, astrological sign. Think of it as Aries and Libra coming together, shaking hands. You know, this can be literally two people, but it's also an influence as well. Okay, this can also happen as part of yourself, a part of you. It's like your polar opposites. You know, I can be very hard on myself. People don't know that. I'm so hard on myself, it's not even funny. Like, I thoroughly. If I need to get something done, I need to get something done, and I have to study how to do it thoroughly. And I instead of being hard on anything else, I will be hard on myself, because I will expect myself to deliver, you know, results for other people, results to get things done. Okay, so as an example, right? Or shadows coming together, you know, in awareness. If you can see, like, it's all sunny energies, nothing dark, everything's coming out to the light. Okay, the masculine and the feminine coming together. So this could be your own internal self. This is your mother's side and your father's side, whether any part of each other's side did each other wrong, or whatever it is. Okay, it's time to come together and to emerge together. Like I said, this is the time right now. Okay, Libra is also a lot of like justice oriented, very much so. So bringing in the qualities of leadership, independence, as well as, you know, that number one energy, but being supported by the right people. Okay, so it's like everybody has their own concept or own business or own spreading their own awareness, but they're supported as a corporation. They're supported by an organization. They're supported by themselves, by other people. That may, you know. Yeah, okay, so those were good. They're good confirmation signs, right? I'm not going to be showing you guys. Everybody loves it when I have, when I show, you know, the magic stuff that I do. Like, you know, tinctures or oils and ribbons and herbs and stuff, candle magic and things that I have around. People always want to spy on me and see what I'm doing now. I don't always share that stuff. 99% of the stuff that I do, you'll never see it on YouTube. I know I've mentioned a few times that I eventually would, but the time for that isn't now, is not now. When I say I need to come out, I'm going to be coming out with the correct people to, like I said, support what I'm doing, and vice versa, support them for what they're doing, to emerge, to come together. But when it comes to sharing my magic, that will have to wait. Okay? I mean, I do, if you go back to this channel, you'll find little, you know, things here and there, but not as a whole. Not as a whole, not everything. You guys are just so interested in that stuff, aren't you? So we're going to get to the Babylonian Tarot. And how's everybody feeling? That last Pisces, Virgo, new moon and full moon was very big for a lot of people. A lot of people were like rebirthing or letting go of so many things and going on like fasting and diets. So many people around me have lost 20 pounds. I feel like I'm taking their weight and I'm gaining the weight. It's too funny. But yeah, no, I've gained the weight and they're losing the weight, and it's got to go somewhere, right? But anyways, let's continue. All right, new moon messages for March 2017. That will be taking place on the 28th of this month. Okay, Ace of Cups, fertility. Yes, Ace of Cups, fertility. Ace of Cups is a very nice card. You have an abundance of something, an abundance of love, an abundance of support. It's all around you. You may not be seeing it. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, even if it's just about feeling love or appreciation from your own family members, your old loved ones, your marriage partner, your spouse, who you live with, the person next door to you, your own children. Even if you're not about spreading awareness or knowledge, if you're just watching here, you have everything that you need and so much more. universe, awareness or knowledge. If you're just watching here, you have everything that you need and so much more. The universe is on your side. Okay? See this card? This card, the universe is on your side. So the universe is more than willing to make you happy, to make whatever it is that you'd like come to fruition. Remember, timing is very big for everybody. So, you know, we got to understand our blueprint. We got to understand our map. We got to understand who we are, where we're going, and then, you know, timing is everything. We may think, you know, okay, well, I'm a Taurus sun, so when there's a new moon or a full moon in the Taurus sun, I'm gonna think I'm gonna win a jackpot in something, whether of love or like the lottery or like starting my own business or buying my own house. But that's not necessarily the case, because maybe I should be looking into my Venus. My Venus is in Aries. My North Node is in Aries. Okay, so you have different influences. So that's what you want to pay attention to, okay? But like I said, the universe is on your side, and whatever it is that you are doing in your life, you're going to receive more of this wonderful abundance, okay? Going back to the mixed, the Ace of Cups card. The fertility, a pregnancy, an abundance of a full cup. I love how we're just getting like this shining, bright energies. Even this card here, if you can see, there's the, whether it's a star or just a bright light between the masculine and the feminine. Also pay attention to the symbols, guys. Whatever symbols strikes about for you, whatever signs that come about for you, even if it's something around this room, anything that you see, those are peacock feathers. You don't see it because of the light, but, you know, like me, for the last since 2013, even before, maybe 2010, I always had an abundance of peacock feathers, okay? And whenever people would visit or I'd go see them, I'd always give them one feather of a peacock feather. And people would look at me like, what's the symbology behind it? And I wouldn't really tell them. But now, based on what I'm doing, a lot of these people are coming to realization that I was leaving them subtle hints. So pay attention to the signs and the symbols around you. Whatever symbol you see, whatever sign you see, it's going to be something for you. Even if you stroll, if you take a walk, if you see a number all the time, you want to know what it is, pay attention, listen to yourself, look it up online, you know, find the right resources, so on. Three of Discs, work. You gotta work for what you believe in order for it to keep coming. Okay, or maybe you feel you work too hard. Maybe you are working too hard. Are you working and not playing? You know, that goes back to the Aries and the Libra, okay? Aries is all about pushing it no matter what. It's a very fiery element. Very headstrong, with its feet firm to the ground. Like, those rams will fight each other like hours and hours and hours just to find that perfect mate, just to win that war, just to win over and woo over that female, okay? So they will work and work and work and work until they get what they want, and until they get that balance, until they get that Libra number 2 partnership, okay? So, and then you see the spider. The spider likes to weave its web, okay? Grandmother Spider teaches us that sacred geometry, you know, everything in the universe is connected. Everything we work for is connected. So if you are starting something and you find that it's not built on solid foundation, Go back, go back and correct it until it is built on solid foundation. Learn about that solid foundation so you can incorporate more solid, security into that solid foundation. If it's a relationship, if it's a business, whatever it is that you're working for. Yeah. Because if you really want something, nobody can destroy it in the long run. You know, if you've watched any documentaries on spiders weaving its web, whether it's the wind or a person or anything else, an animal that you know, touches the web and destroys it, you'll find that that spider will go back to work and build all over again. Okay? Yeah. Well, look at here. We have the Three of Cups, more cups energy, and it says abundance. See that? You've got abundance. We have number 15, the Devil, Lamashtu, has appeared again once more, like the Leo reading that we did, the Leo and Aquarius. I believe I was going to bring this up. This card came up, the universe came up with the Leo Aquarius influence or new moon, full moon reading as well. And then we've got lots of threes. Three of Wands, achievement. And if you can see, the ram heads. Now, if that doesn't say ram energy, Aries energy, I don't know what does. Okay, guys, so I mean, the cards are confirming it. You will, and you have already achieved it. You've achieved it. Whatever it is that you want. Everything is in front of you. You've achieved it. You've succeeded. Okay? And there's no such thing as stopping. There's no such thing as failing. Because when you do, if you do fail, like I said, if something breaks down, you just go back, you tighten the bolts, and you start all over, or you just continue where you left off. Okay? Because the universe will make it happen. You just got to keep doing the work. Whatever it is. Friendships, relationships, business, career. If you're somebody that's watching me, if you're starting a new hobby, you know, if you want to learn a new language, if you want to learn how to write something, if you want to be a writer, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be an artist, whatever it is. If you want to study magic, if you want to study ethnic cultures, whatever it is that you're interested in, if you want to learn how to make candles, if you're a tattoo artist, if you're somebody that's into making fabric, whatever, doesn't matter. In the long run, you'll find when you do something over and over and over again, you'll be able to achieve what it is that you want. And this message is different for me than it is for you. This message is different for everyone, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the new moon reading. I will be looking forward to uploading the April spirit board reading as well as the Tessiography tea leaf reading for the month of April. I have not been, you know, I don't upload videos on a weekly basis or, you know, 3 times a week videos as much as I used to, but that's because I've got a business plan coming up. It will be, there's a lot of legal stuff, government legal stuff that I'm doing, so, you know, both independently and with other organizations, so, yeah, I've got lots of stuff on my plate. But, you know, always, if you're looking to reach out to me, you can do so through my email. It will be linked below, or, you know, send me a message, you know, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and have a good day, okay, guys?